Hello, I hope you're having a good day. So in this tutorial, I will explain how you can edit and customize Shopify header in a very professional way. So this is an example of a professional header, and this is a minimalist header. As you can see, there's no clustering of items, and it looks really professional. And on mobile version, it also works really well. And also it includes a mega menu which can be easily extended. Like if you can see men's clothing, men's t-shirts, men's pants, men's belts, women clothing, and the subcategories below it, and you can extend the category like you can add the kids clothing, you can add the accessories, and you can extend it the mega menu. So in this tutorial I will explain you how you can recreate this type of header and how you can add the mega menu. So stay with me, I will be discussing each and every step in detail and also give you a code so that you can have the consistency of the fonts throughout your header. For this tutorial, I'll be using the Dawn theme and the updated version of Dawn theme, but you can use any theme and the process is similar. Also, make sure to check out my other video on how you can change the card icon, because if you see, this is not a default icon of Dawn theme. This is a custom icon, SVG icon, and I have already made a video for it. So I will leave a link to that video as well. So let's start this discussion. Okay, there are some important things that you should consider while creating the header. The number one thing is you should have a logo and fav icon. That's really important. Okay, so you can either upload the logo in the settings under the branding, or you can add the logo in the customize. That's up to you. That's not an issue, and both ways work. The other thing is you have to create the navigation, and I have already a separate video for it. But for this tutorial, I will again explain all the process. You have to create the three level navigation. Like the number one name should be like shop, and under shop you have to create like men's clothing, and under men's clothing you should have like 3 to 4 menu items. So this is required for the mega menu, otherwise your mega menu wouldn't have any professional look. Okay, so this is the second thing. The third thing, you have to adjust a code a little bit, and you don't have to open the theme set and theme code. You can add the code in the theme customization, and I have already written the code for you. You just have to copy paste the code and adjust it according to your setting. The fourth thing is that if you want to change the icons, like uh, I would recommend don't change the icon unless it is required. But I have already a video on how you can change the card icon easily without involving into the coding. But I will also leave a link to the description as well. Okay, as I mentioned before. Also, for the navigation I will also leave the link to the description of that video. Okay, so these are some of the steps that you should keep in mind for editing the header. And also the announcement bar is optional. If you want to keep it, you can add something professional, not something like welcome to my store. Okay, so the first thing, let's add the logo. Or I believe, let's move first the navigation to create the mega menu. So what you have to do, you have to click on content, and after you click on content you have to click on menus, and you will be working on the main menu, because this is what is displayed in the header. Okay, so I am in the main menu. uh, so it will open the menu for us. You can see this is how the mega menu looks like. This is the home, the main menu, and the main menu item, then the shop, and under shop you have another menu item, men's clothing, women clothing, and under that you have like women t-shirts, women pants, women belts, and also you have some other menus like about and product. I will not delete this existing menu, but I will show you how you can create this. So if you want to add a menu item, for example, you have to click on add menu item, then you have to click on link, and then for example if you want to add a page, you should click on pages, and after that you have to click on shipping time. For example, so shipping time would be added automatically to the menu item. So for instance, if you want to create the mega menu for this item, what you will do, for instance, I will create the just a dummy link. So if you don't want to add the collection from here, so for instance, let's create try to okay, but I believe let's try to recreate the mega menu originally that I created. So let's create shop. So it will be like all collections. Okay, and then under all collections you have like how to, I'm showing you how to create the mega menu. So you will have like men's clothing, and you click on tick, and then you just drag under the all collections, just click on tick. Again you have to click on link and then collections, and then you will add the men's t-shirt. And once you have created the men's t-shirt, just drag it under the men's clothing. Now you can add all the menu items under men's clothing without any effort. So like I try to add a men's belt, and then men's belt. Okay. So this is how the mega menu is created. I have also, sorry, this is like the woman, not the woman belt. This is man belt. Okay, so man belt. Okay, so this is how I have created the mega menu. For instance, if you want to add the women's clothing, you can add the link like women's clothing, and then the same step would be repeated. Like you can add uh, women t-shirts. Then you just drag it here and under the women's clothing and click on take. So this is how you can create the mega menu, and I have created the this using this same technique. So let me delete it because I have already created the mega menu for this tutorial. So this is how it looks like. If you want to add the more mega menu items, like if you want to add the children clothing, and then some other menu items below it, you can do it yourself. So you can add a lot of some mega menu items so that it looks more professional. More menu items, it will look more professional. But obviously your store should be great, as your store should have a large catalog. And also the mega menu is only recommended if you have like more than 5 to 6 collections. Only then it is recommended. So let's click on save because we have already created this one. So the menu is updated. Okay, so the mega menu process has, so just discard it, it is already created. So we have already created the mega menu. Now let's go towards the theme customization because we have to edit the header and make it professional. I will also tell you how you can do every process step by step. So as I have shown in the start of this tutorial. So let's start the editing the header by clicking on announcement bar, because we have to edit the announcement bar. Once you click on it, there is the option you can select the color scheme. And luckily I have already have a tutorial on how you can change the color scheme. So make sure to check it out. So if you want to add multiple menu items, you can click on auto rotate announcements bar and change after 5 seconds. This thing is optional, but the color scheme should be dark. It is better if you have a light header. You should go for a dark header, a dark announcement bar. So I have just selected the scheme 3. And then if you want to add like social media icons, country, region selector, language selector, it's up to you. But I won't recommend these settings, like especially the social media icons should be in the header. It doesn't look professional in the header. They should be in the footer. Okay, so as you see, the announcement bar is there, and you can, if you want to add more announcement bars, you can click on this and add announcement. And you can add like 4 to 5 or unlimited announcements you want. So it's up to you, but I will stick with one announcement bar. If you want to add more, you can adjust the settings from here, like change after 5 seconds, auto rotate announcements. But in our case, we'll only stick to one, and we will change it to something professional, like welcome to my store. Instead of it, we use code welcome to 20 to get 20% off on first order. Okay, so this is how the announcement runs out. So now this is the setting for the header, and you can also add the section inside the header, but it is not recommended because the header should be separate. Some people add like autoplay video inside the header, but the autoplay video or the first or any custom code inside the header should be a separate section. You should add any template inside the template section. The auto rotate video you should add inside the template instead of adding it inside the header. Some people like do like this, I'm showing you, but you shouldn't do something like this. They click on add section and then they click on custom liquid, and they add the custom liquid for the video, and they don't use the predefined template of the video from the theme. So this is not a good approach. The header should always be separate. But if you want to add something like Loox widget, or some widget from any app, this is up to you. So like if I want to add trust badge, I will click on trust badge, and it will add the trust badge for us. This is some of the things I want to show you. If you want to add the apps like As you can see, this looks really professional. Looks is one of the best review apps, and if you want to add the build the trust for your customers, you can add a widget like this. But I will keep the header symbol for now. I will delete it. This was just to show you how the options that you have in the header. Let's move towards the header setting, and just you have to click on header, and there is no option for the logo. So to change the logo, you have to click on theme settings, and inside the theme settings you have the logo, and you can change the logo from here. I will select the logo that I already created. I have already removed the spacing. You should remove the white spacing of the logo, otherwise it won't look professional. I've uploaded the logo, and then I will upload the favicon. Favicon is this small icon that you see on the top of the browser. Okay, so I've already, and I've just adjusted the size to 170. Once you add the logo, make sure that as you can see, there is a lot of space below and above the header. Okay, so what you have to do, once you open the header setting, you have to make sure to just remove the space, remove the padding, because there's a lot of white space. I don't like this, it doesn't look professional. So I've already just I've, as you can see, it was 20 px. I have just reduced it to 0 px, so there is no padding at all, as you can see. Okay, so we are very close to what we what I promised in the start of this video. Okay, as you can see, logo position is middle center. You can change the position, but I like this position. Menu type should be mega menu. We have already created the mega menu in the start. As you can see, the mega menu is working fine. So we just have to make sure that we understand the mechanism of the navigation, and then mega menu is not a big game. So sticky header should always be there. I like sticky header. It looks really professional. If you want to change the color scheme of the header, you can change it here. As you can see, we can change here, but I like the simple color scheme, so I'm not bothered with it. Menu color scheme, and then we can add the country region selector. It's not required. Language selector is already there. Customer account avatar is already there. You can adjust the spacing and theme settings. Like you can add the search media icons, but I suggested that you should add them in the footer, and I will make a separate tutorial for it as well. And there is option for the custom header, your custom css. So as you see, we are almost close to what I suggested in the start. But currently, as you can see, these the menu items have too small font size, and also this English, this drop down is the font size is also small. So I've written a custom CSS code for this header. You just have to copy paste this one, and you can add it to the custom CSS, and it will replace the existing theme code with this one. But it is only required if it is according to your requirements. In my case, it doesn't look professional, so I have added the font size to 1.7 rem, and it will override the theme setting. So if you want to write any code, make sure to write it in the custom CSS, not in the theme code, because it will hard for you to find the exact code. Okay, because as you are already overriding it, so you have to just click on header, and then you have to go to custom css just to look more professional. This is not required at all, but in my case I want to make it more professional, and then I will click on this one. So what it does, it replaces the font size for this menu items, and then the menu the size for this mega menu, and the size for this localization form, the drop down. Okay, so currently we are done with all the settings, and as you can see, I have written not important, and it means that it will override the font size of the theme code. Okay, so the font size could be anything like 1.5 rem. It has overwritten the original code, so you don't have to bother with the coding. So you can adjust another setting inside a custom css, and this is a recommended place. So you just have to click on save, and let's see if it is done what I promised earlier. So I have explained almost all the settings, and the tutorial to change the card icon is already there. I will leave the link to that video. So let's refresh the page and see if it is according to our requirements. So as you can see, it is exactly what I promised earlier, and as you can see, it is looks really professional. And on the, let's see on the, how it looks on the mobile version. So we will go towards the theme inspector. So as you can see, it looks really professional, and there is no ambiguity or no distortion here, and The drop down also works really fine. The mega menu is obviously not displayed inside mobile version. So as you can see, the things look really fine on the desktop version and on the mobile version, and the icons are also in place. Thank you very much, and let me know if you need any further customization, and if you're stuck in anything, do let me know in the and leave the comment, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much.